Hi guys. Okay, so the first thing we need to review before we get to solving the linear circle systems, we need to know how to recognize a circle and the parts of a circle so that we can graph it. So there's two types of the equation of the circle. One just has an x squared plus a y squared, and then it's equal to a number, which in this case is the radius. That means our center is 0, 0. Notice how it's just an x squared and a y squared. So if both the x and the y have squares on them, then it's a circle. The radius is this r. So the radius is r. So if you look at the example that I have down here, number 1, x squared plus y squared, that center is 0, 0. Now the radius, r squared, is 25. So if we take the square root of both sides, r is 5. Which means if we were to graph this, we would start at 0, 0 because that's the center. We'd go up 5, down 5, left 5, and right 5, and then do the best we can to draw a smooth rounded circle. And that's how you graph the circle. That's it. Now, if you have parentheses and there's subtraction or addition happening, look at this form of the equation. The center now is what are you subtracting from x and what are you subtracting from y. You have to change the signs of the numbers. So, and the radius is still r. So notice here, when we have x minus 5, the center is a positive 5. We have y plus 2, and the center has a negative 2. So it's 5, negative 2. And again, r squared is 25. We square root both sides. Our radius is 5. Let's try a couple more here. So here, when we look at number 3, what am I going to do for my center? I'm going to change it to a negative 3. I'm going to change it to a positive 2. My r squared is 16. I square root both sides. My radius is 4. If you look at number 4, I'm not subtracting or adding anything to the x, so it's just 0. The plus 6, I change to a minus 6. My r squared is 36. Square root both sides. R is 6. Now, the last one here, it's different because there's numbers in front of the x squared and the y squared. We're not supposed to have those if you look at the equation. So notice, though, what's nice is they're the same number. They're both 2. So we're going to divide everything by 2. These 2's cancel out and I get x squared. These 2's cancels out and I get y squared. And then 8 divided by 2 is 4. Now I can see that my center is 0, 0. My r squared is 4. So if I square root that, my r, or my radius, is 2. Okay, now let's try a linear circle system. So let's see. Let's start with the line again. Most kids like to start with the line. So we have negative 2x plus y equals 8. First thing we need to do is get the y by itself. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. We have y equals 2x plus 8. So that's in y equals mx plus b form. So our slope is 2, which we can put over 1. So we know that we're going to rise 2 and run right 1. Now b is our y-intercept. That's the 8. So when we go to graph, we go on the y-axis. Remember the x and the y-axis. Does not want to let me write the x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And my slope is go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Get your handy dandy straight edge. Arrows. Write the equation, the original equation, negative 2x plus y equals 8. Okay. Now let's take a look at this circle. Notice how there's the x part is squared and the y part is squared. That tells me it's a circle. The center, I had plus 2 in there, so we write a negative 2. We have minus 1, we write a positive 1, right? We always change the signs when we take it out. The r squared is 9, So if I square root that, my radius is 3. So to graph this, the center is -2, 1. There's my center right there, -2, 1. Now we're going to go up 1, 2, 3. We're going to go down 1, 2, 3. From the center, we're going to go left 1, 2, 3. From the center, we're going to go right 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do our best. Smooth, rounded circle. Now this time all I asked is how many points of intersections are there? How many points? These cross 2 times, so there are 2 points of intersection. And that's it. We did it. Let's try one more. Okay, one more. We're going to look at this line, y equals x plus 4. That's in y equals mx plus b form. The m, there's an invisible 1 in front of the x, so it's 1 over 1. We're going to rise 1. We're going to run right 1. And our y-intercept, that's the plus 4. So we go up 1, 2, 3, 4 on the y-axis, put a dot. Slope says up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. However many dots you want to put till you're comfortable drawing your line with your straight edge. Nice straight line. Arrows on that line. Write the equation. Y equals x plus 4. Now let's take a look at this one. X squared plus y squared. That's a circle. So I need the center. I'm not taking anything away from x. I'm not taking anything away from y. So my center is at 0, 0. I'm going to put a dot there. My radius, r squared, is 16, which means my radius is the square root, or 4. So from this center, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go left 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go right 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do our best to draw a smooth, rounded circle. All right, now we're ready for our solution. They intersect here and here. So this point, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's -4, and we didn't go up or down. This point, we didn't go left or right, so that's 0, but then we went up 4, so that's the point 0, 4. And there we go, guys. Hope that helped.